for Red Carnation as a brand, you know, authenticity and that human touch is really, really important to us. So within any of our properties, if you look at if you speak to any guests, if you look at any reviews, the service is something that really stands out. So I think a big challenge for us would be, we obviously want to work more efficiently and, you know, we want to be a bit more concise when we're looking at these strategies, but we don't want to lose that human element or that authenticity. So I want to kind of use and explore these new you know, pieces of software and tools that we can to help tailor those strategies and be a bit more effective with our communications. But I don't want to lose that Red Carnation touch, that human element, because that's something that's really, really important to us. And I think it's another challenge as well is like we've got all these tools coming in, you know, we have, as in any other industry, we have huge kind of cost increases as well, you know, living wage has risen, national insurance, etc., everything like that. But how can we use tech efficiently to kind of not necessarily replace jobs at all? I think we need to all be making time for more creativity and more kind of creative thinking, but tech, I think, can really help us to refine that admin side of things, and especially in sort of central jobs within the hospitality sector. It's like, you know, you could use a fantastic piece of AI to type up your meeting minutes, for example, which is giving you that extra half an hour back to focus on more kind of creative tasks, because that is kind of at the heart of everything that we do, especially within my department. The social landscape is ever changing, and I think the tech landscape is also changing a lot as well. And I think it's almost like there's an overwhelming amount of tech that you need to make the decisions on what's going to be the best for your brand and for the line of work that I do within my team. I think for social, we really need to sort of look at those guest journeys and how we can use tech to really refine the guest journeys from that pre-stay communications, or even before the pre-stay, it's like actually getting the attention of that potential customer through our social content. You know, we can use tech in that sense in terms of like listening to our audiences, listening to our potential customers. How are they talking about vacations, or you know, booking trips to London, booking trips to South Africa, across the kind of wider landscape. Also using tech to sort of talk about the post-stay advocacy. So how do we communicate with them after we've got them to come and stay with us? This is just as important. We want to make them obviously come back. We want to make the stay as memorable as possible. And we've also started working with a fab piece of social intelligence tech. So this, I think maybe a year ago I would have called social listening, but as I have done a little bit more research and have now got this amazing knowledge from the brand that we're working with, I think social intelligence is a great way to phrase it. This is fantastic for us in the sense of tracking audience sentiment. So like I said earlier, sort of listening to how our guests and how potential guests are talking about hospitality across all kind of avenues, so that's websites, blogs, etc., not just social. Looking at how they're talking about us to help shape our tone of voice strategy, and also kind of being one step ahead when it comes to creating these content plans and even our kind of bigger marketing and social plans for next year. It's like looking at what our guests want to hear about and how they've been reacting to previous content that we've shared, and also what they're expecting to hear about. So that can be anything from kind of competitor analysis, you know, what's working better for another hotel, to really kind of shape and refine those strategies. That we look at when, you know, pickers, they're not cheap, you know, it's like it's a big investment. And I think one thing that we really look at and we kind of have the mentality of within Red Carnation is that we want these suppliers and these external teams to be kind of an extension of our team. And I think we've built that relationship with the brand that we chose to go with this piece of software, that it was someone that I really, and a team that I really enjoy working with and I feel comfortable working with, especially on something that I think is potentially a little bit, you know, like there's so much to learn. I wanted to make sure that we were kind of in a safe pair of hands when it came to that more kind of day-to-day training and talking side of things.